And here's the second clip, so enjoy this one too.
And we're back again for the next day. Okay, next day, which was yesterday, which was Wednesday. So this will be in today's vlog, but it'll be about a couple of days ago. Yes, okay, so I just got a bit surprised because this bridge here just reminds me of one of the bridges that I'd seen on, very wobbly bridge actually. These planks are a bit bouncy. It reminds me of a bit from the Evan Amano show, Hambonesque. Probably isn't there. But anyway, yeah, the day after was the turn of Yajima Maimi, Hagiwara Mai and Nakajima Saki to do their days. Oh look, there's a beetle. We can zoom in on him. Where's he gone? Oh, he's under there. He's under those leaves somewhere. No, I can't see him. I wasn't fast enough. Oh well, sorry about that. Quite a big beetle as well. Yeah, it was the turn of those three members of Cute to do their trio. Not a duo really, is it, if there's three of them? To do their trio live fan club event again. And this one for me wasn't as good, obviously, because Chisato wasn't there. But it was still very, very good. I can see my shadow. Hello. That's me, yes. Walking around carrying my big plastic A4 box that I bought. Alright, I don't need to walk towards those people. I'm going to amble across the grass because I've been walking around paths all this time. Yeah, so they came on. Ironically, their very, very first song was also the latest Kyoto single. So something tells me that since their final song was also Masala Blue Jeans, that they were told that the first and last song had to be the same and they could fill in with whatever they wanted in the middle. After they did the new Kyoto single, Sakai Ichi Happy Ononoko, whatever it is, they did a bit of a left turn at the lights by doing Koi no Booing Boo by Smilage. It's like, what? But they did an absolutely awesome version of it. It was really good. There was none of the boo sounds from the song, sadly. I thought the fans were meant to actually do them in the concert, but again, a lot of fans in Japan, a lot of the fans of Kyoto, for instance, will be fans of just Kyoto. They won't be fans of Smilage, they won't be fans of Berry's Kobo, which gets confusing when they do the joint Berry's Kobo Smilage videos. But that's just the way it is. And so, yeah, so basically there was none of the actual, I'm being distracted by those drum noises. Yeah, so, but the song itself was fantastic. And Turbos was really happy because when he went to see Smilage in Niigata, they didn't do Koi no Booing Boo, and he was a bit disappointed because he wanted to see that one. So he managed to see the song being performed live, even if it wasn't the same group. So he was a bit pleased at that. So what else happened? They did lots of other songs. Can I remember what they were? Nope. They did a lot of songs. It was entertaining. I bought some binoculars, by the way, because whereas yesterday I was on the for the day before that one I was on the 4th row. Yesterday I was on the 25th row. So I knew I'd be a long way back. So for the MC sections, I wanted to be able to see up close, to actually see them talking rather than just see a fuzzy spot in the distance. So I picked up a set of X-Display binoculars. They were half price because they were X-Display and the cases were a bit scratched. So I picked up a set of 5,500. That's a bloody big raven. He's a big fella, isn't he? Wandering around looking for dinner. See if we can find any. Found something. He enjoyed it, obviously. There you go. I don't think I'll ever make a wildlife videographer, to be honest. It's got a huge beak. Oh, there you go. So you can't even track him when he flies away, so I've got no chance. But yeah. So anyway, like I was saying, what happened was, so these binoculars, they were only 2,800 yen, so that's about £25. But they were meant to be coming on for £60. And they were really good. They're 50 times zoom binoculars, so I can see pretty well with them. And yeah, the concert itself was really, really good. They went off after doing all their songs. Sorry, this one's a bit shorter. They went off after doing all their songs, came back on, did Masala Blue Jeans again, which was very, very good. Because one thing Naki's good at is dancing, and Masala Blue Jeans has got pretty good dance to it. And so, pretty energetic as well, so it was entertaining to watch. And after that it was time for the handshake with them, and this time, because I wasn't quite so nervous about meeting them, because Chisa wasn't there, I was able to speak Japanese to, well, I'll say all three of them. I spoke two similar phrases to Maimi and Naki. Okay, didn't get all the tenses right, because I'm still practicing. Still learning, very, very basic learning. But I basically told Maimi that, you know, her singing is really, really enjoyable. And I told Naki that her dancing is really, really enjoyable. And to my I just did her catchphrase that she uses to her, which kind of elicited a kind of okayish response. But then again, my is kind of difficult to handle when you're doing handshake events and stuff. For some reason, she seems a bit blunt. A lot of people have commented on that, actually. Maybe she doesn't like doing handshake events, I don't know. But whereas Maimi is very, very, very positive about stuff. She'll give you a good, strong handshake. And she seems to listen and actually, you know, want to know what you're saying and that kind of thing. Right, that's where I am. Hey, flying around. Right, I'm there. So I'm near where the greasers were, which was down here the other day. I should buy a set of toilets. It's kind of useful because I need a pee. So I might go to the loo in a minute. Bet you want to know that. And so, yeah, the handshake, I was very, very pleased at being able to speak Japanese to both of them. And then we went off for Saizere. We'd spent expensive food yesterday. Oh, I forgot something. Rewinding to yesterday. All the way back. Yes, the day of Chisato and Ayu's handshake event. I don't know how I can forget this. I didn't forget it, I just temporarily mislaid it. We went before the concert. We met up with Mao-san and a friend of his from out in the countryside somewhere. Don't know where. Out in the countryside somewhere. Who's a Chisato fan. Really nice guy as well. I'm afraid I can't remember his name. Apologies to him for that. But we went and ate dinner. We went and had lunch together. And we went to Shin Okubo is the name of the area. And what we went to is a Korean restaurant. Okay, now I wouldn't have ever even contemplated going to a Korean restaurant, except for the fact that Chisato, Maimai and Naki had eaten at the same restaurant the day before. It was Mao's idea. The food was awesome. You get so much. Can't believe how much food you get from these places. And but then again, it wasn't cheap. We paid about 2,000 something yen each. That was about 20 odd quid each. But the food there was so much food. Masses of the stuff. And so yeah. So that was also really, really cool. It took us a long time to get in. We stood outside for about an hour waiting with our names on the list. Funnily enough, one thing I noticed, don't know how true this is or whether it's just me being sexist, I must say, I suppose, or observant would be another way of putting it. One thing which many of you might not know, but you probably do, is that in Japan it's customary for when the husband goes out to work a lot, obviously, and often the woman does as well. But basically, when the husband gets paid his wages, he gives it to the wife to run the house with, and he gets an allowance out of his wages to live on, to go and have fun with every now and then, or whatever. But sorry if I sound a bit negative about this, but I don't like that idea myself. Personally, with me, I'd say, well, what are the bills? You put in half, I put in half, I get to keep the rest of mine, you get to keep the rest of yours, and whatever, you know. We put in the bills plus a small amount each into a joint bank account. That's what it'd be if I was you. But anyway, one thing I did notice is that this very, very expensive restaurant, we were standing there for an hour to get in. Every other group of people going into the very expensive restaurant were groups of women. So it's like, so this is where all the money that the men earn goes to. This is running the house, is it? They're out spending their husband's money on very expensive Korean meals at very expensive restaurants, very exclusive restaurants where at night, unless you book way in advance, you don't even get in. We went in lunchtime, so you can just queue to get in. So talk about me being possibly paranoid or something, but yeah, wouldn't surprise me if that's the way things are. I mean, it's kind of like just how I'd expect things to be. But on the whole, anyway, the food was fantastic. It was well worth the money that we spent. And yes, that's what's happened the last 2 days. Tonight, that's a very, very noisy crow up there. Lots of wildlife. He's always got his foot caught in something. Apparently. But yeah. Yes, so tonight, down to Books Fukuya in Subnade again for the Hello Channel 6 handshake event. Bought 4 tickets for it, so I can go around 4 times. Today we have Fukumura Mizuki out of Morning Musume, and who else do we have? Trying to work out, trying to remember them all. We have Canyon out of Smilage, and we have another Morning Musume member. I'm trying to think who it is. Can't remember. No, can't remember. Oh, hang on, yeah, it's Zuki, I think. I think they're both 9th gen. And we have Miyabi out of Berries Kobo. And we also have Captain out of Berries Kobo. And we have Maimi out of Kyoto. And we have Chisato Okai out of Kyoto. So that's why I'm going around 4 times. I'm going to end up with 4 copies of the magazine. I've already found homes for 2 of them. I'll be keeping 1 of them, so that's 3 of them I found homes for. I'm sure I'll be able to get rid of the other one somehow. Kicking rocks towards me. If that hits me, I won't be happy. And yeah, so that's where I'm off basically. And it's going to be good. Then after that, meeting up with a friend of mine from who I met last year, PK91, I think it is. And we'll be going off for an evening drinking, I'm guessing. So that'll be alright. Yeah, there you go. I'm getting up towards 14 minutes now, so I'm going to leave another minute for me to do my fill-in at the beginning. And I shall maybe do a little blog later on tonight as well, if people are happy to be on it. We shall see. But for now, that's it. Signing off. Sayonara.
Okay, don't go away, there's a 3rd part to come and have a look at yet, where I went off to a really, really nice temple. Enjoyed it.